So America must be a terrible white supremacy because uh, Richard Spencer can't even find a lawyer to defend himself in court, right? Like he's probably going to have one. He could have the one that's legally provided to him, but he can't find like a private one who's willing to take his case, which to me is pretty insane, right? Like there are much worse people out there who have killed, who have murdered dozens of people. There are terrorists who can get lawyers. There's that Larry Nassar guy who like abused hundreds of girls. Even that scum piece of shit can get a lawyer. And I'm not a fan of Richard Spencer. I don't think he's a great guy or anything like that, but he's not that fucking bad, right? Like he's not the antichrist. So this kind of just goes against the whole white supremacy thing because if we really wanted white supremacy, why are we working so hard to censor people, to excommunicate these people who do promote a white supremacy? Like, just goes in the face of what they say. It makes no sense. This proves like Tariq Nasheed or Nashik or whatever. He's just insane because he thinks we're importing all of these people from different countries to make them into like honorary white people because our numbers are dwindling. So are you fucking retarded? Bringing in these people will only dwindle our numbers faster, you fucking moron. So, the leaps he goes and the way he twists himself in knots to explain white supremacy just literally boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. But, you know, Richard Spencer and a bunch of these other plaintiff defendants are getting charged for this, for emotional and physical abuse by some of the protesters that were there. And they're like, oh, because of you set up the rally, which is bullshit because he didn't promote violence. He didn't do anything like that. And, shit happens at rallies. There have been many rallies where leftists have attacked people, Antifa have attacked people. And, you know, if they were to get sued, it's not like they can get a fucking lawyer. It's like, they're not going to be shunned or anything like that. And oftentimes they don't get sued. Like the organizers of these things don't get sued unless they are legitimately promoting violence, which a lot of them do. Right? A lot of these people on the far left do promote violence. Go punch a Nazi, they say, right? Go do this. They put posters saying punch a Nazi. They have t-shirts going around with locks hitting people in the head who they think are Nazis. So, and he's getting blamed for this, which is bullshit because there was a report that came out a while ago that showed that it was the police that actually helped create a lot of the situations where everything went wrong. Like, they all come out and admit it. Like, they stood back. They moved everybody in groups at one point where they were able to clash and shit, and like just they handled it poorly, right? And then, people put no blame on Antifa. They're like, oh, there's freedom fighters, but guys, if you had not shown up and just let people rally and have freedom of speech, even if they're being kind of trollish and shit and saying like, oh, Jews will not replace us, like, yeah, okay, that's stupid. I think it's very dumb. It looks stupid. And like, Russia is our friend. And, with the Russia thing, I don't think they're our enemy either per se. I think they're not great, but we need to work with them. But nonetheless, like, yeah, they said some stupid shit, but it's not their fault, really. And it was that one guy who did it. And that one guy did have a lot of fucking mental issues. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, white terrorists always have mental issues. Well, that's just the truth. A lot of them do have mental issues because there's not a huge white supremacist ideology going on behind the fucking works like you believe, right? We're not all in on it, working together like fucking, Muslims who do work with ISIS members and who get directives from them, who are in contact with them, who do terrorist attacks. So that's why it's classified as terrorism. Terrorism has different classifications in different countries, and in Canada, at the very least, a lot of the stuff that, like the stuff that happened in mosque, is not considered classified terrorism. Not under our law, okay? So it's not the same. It is different. but people just can't wrap their heads around that for some reason. But nonetheless, this whole thing is bullshit. Like, he should be able to get a lawyer, and I think this sets a bad precedent that, let's just say he were to lose, right? Does that make new case law so then they can charge people who are setting up events and stuff, and something goes wrong? Like, that's bullshit. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to say, like, I'm probably talking out of my ass when it comes to that, but I think it's stupid. And a lot of what these people do, and I read an article, it's like lawfare, right? And this is what's happening to the Trump administration stuff, is that they're just getting bogged down with court cases, with lawyers, with bogus allegations to keep them in court, keep them litigated, keep them funneling their money. And look at like Roger Stone. This he's in hard financial trouble right now, in a lot of financial trouble because of all these lawsuits. A lot of people who are working with Trump have to, like, their marriages are falling apart, their lives are being destroyed for nothing, right? And this is just going to further alienate people, and it's going to make white identitarians more angry. And most of them are not violent, they're not going to do anything. But when you continue antagonizing people like this and like censoring them, it's just a matter of time before somebody goes out and does something. It's just like that attack in Italy with that guy who went and retaliated and killed all those black immigrants or refugees that were in the area where that girl was dismembered and cut in half and shit. Like these things are going to happen more and continue in the media, the establishment, the government. They want this to happen. They want people to get more divided because, like I said, like they need a reason to be around. And the more we're fighting each other, the more we're focused on each other, the more reason they have to say, hey, we're going to come and protect you. We're going to come and do this. We're going to censor these people for you. So, let's stop playing into their fucking hands, okay? But that's all I pretty much had to say on the matter. And if you like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.